Hi everyone, welcome back to our Crybaby Whims challenge. Today is a big day ahead of Rosalie because she's going to be presenting her new book that she wrote with Valentino. But before that, she's working on her term paper because the presentation is going to be kind of like in the evening and it's currently 7 a.m. But I have something extremely important to show you. Something happened after I stopped recording the previous episode. So these two started officially dating. In the last episode, they became romantic partners, and maybe about an hour and a half in game after that, Valentino asked to move in with Rosalie, and I dealt with it on my own because I didn't really want to start the episode at like 10 p.m. or something. I really don't like doing that, so I just did it on my own and I couldn't show you, unfortunately. I forgot to take a screenshot, but I said no, and now it's the next morning, and as soon as I said no, they actually developed a strained romantic dynamic. So they have some tenseness in their relationship, and they will fail at friendly and romantic socials often and gravitate more to mean options. So things have gone really bad really quickly, and they also have these bad sentiments. Rosalie's feeling residency rejection towards Valentino. Did Rosalie let down Valentino by not agreeing to move in together? I don't think that she should feel guilty because this was just way too soon, and he's feeling quite frustrated because they're not close enough. He feels very hurt by Rosalie's rejection. I feel like he was really pushing it hard there, and Rosalie does as well because she's actually feeling quite angry from this strained romantic dynamic. Being in a straight romantic dynamic is making it difficult for Rosalie to think straight, which is definitely not helping when she's working on her term paper, and they have this presentation that they're actually working on together today, so this could not have happened at the worst time. And I mean, there isn't a good time for any of this ever, but it really should not have happened today. So we are definitely starting on some tense terms, which is definitely not a good thing. Oh, but he's actually coming here to do his homework, I'm assuming. So maybe he is still trying to spend some time with Rosalie. At least they're in the same room together. They don't hate each other. It's just there's some weirdness and tension going on. Can we like maybe chat about things a little bit? Should we try? She can help him with his homework. I feel like he'd be kind of mad about that she's trying to show that she's like smart and that she can help him with this. Maybe that would just bring out their old rivalry again. I feel like there are some issues. Oh, you and hi. Oh my gosh, don't bother Rosalie now, please. But I feel like it's not really a huge surprise that they have a strained dynamic and that there is some tension because they did start off hating each other. So those feelings definitely didn't go away fully all of a sudden. Why are you being a third wheel here? You're making things a little bit uncomfortable. You probably shouldn't be doing this, especially when you're feeling flirty. Please don't have any bad ideas. Are you seeing that these two are having some tension and you just want to like swoop in? No. Didn't we set you up with someone? I feel like Amber maybe. Let's see how that's going. You do have Amber here, so let's try again. Valentino is just kind of like sitting here at the side, just watching the conversation, maybe feeling a little bit jealous, maybe feeling a little bit tense after everything. But no, Amber sounds like a catch. He'll try. Oh, Lindsay says congrats on dating Valentino. I mean, I guess that the tension obviously isn't quite public, is it? It's just kind of happened. It's not a huge deal, but it is kind of uncomfortable. They literally just started dating. They're already having problems. Not a huge fan of that, not gonna lie. But anyway, should I have her maybe stop writing this? Maybe she should actually write it. I feel like she did already, so I'm not really sure why she's writing it again. I thought that maybe she can just do improvements, but okay, that's weird. Oh, that didn't go so well. You won't be going out. See, now when she can't really think straight. Oh, maybe because you kind of asked her in the bathroom. That's that's fully on you, and honestly, but maybe because she can't really think straight and this is all really distracting her. She's just not really good at setting people up. Hookup mishap. The magic between those two was there, but sadly it never flourished. See, she's already just fully out of her element. That's actually quite upsetting. At least she's still feeling focused, so at least this term paper is hopefully doing well. But let me see, does she need to do any homework? She does actually have quite a bit, but she doesn't have these classes today, so I'm not really gonna deal with it. But we have a class at 3 p.m. So after this, at like 5 or something, we will have to go to our book presentation, which I'm really excited for, but it is getting a little stressful. I don't know, should we maybe try to ask to work on the dynamic? Because it's obviously affecting Rosalie in a negative way. Well, she finished the draft of the term paper. I swear she did this already in the last episode. That's so weird, but at least she finished it now. So let's just try to go. Oh, she wants to do some homework, but I feel like I want to try to go find Valentino and ask him if he's maybe, I mean, I don't know. Oh, Victor. Someone famous is at the lounge. Okay, this is still quite friendly, but I feel like he's still trying to kind of get closer, which we shouldn't do. And it's like 10 a.m. We're not gonna go to like a random lounge, so no thank you. But I see that he's still kind of hung up on Rosalie, so let's just stay away. But yeah, I was looking for Valentino because I kind of wanted to try maybe offer going to counseling, but to be fair, then we'll have to pay for it. Oh, you went to school together. Okay, that's fine. We don't know who Vanessa is though. But I mean, sure, romance is in the air. Maybe she's gonna feel a little bit better after she sets up these two, hopefully successfully, because this with you and Amber obviously failed. But yeah, anyway, I keep trying to say, I kind of want to have them go to counseling, but it's so early to in the relationship to even like have to need counseling, but it is what it is. I can't find Valentino, and I also don't want to pay for counseling. That's what I'm trying to say. So we'll just try to work on it on our own time, I guess. Oh, but she went to her room to do her homework. Well, okay, if you want to do her homework, she is feeling quite sad because she didn't have the best Summerfest yesterday. Now this thing failed, and this with Valentino. She's just feeling a little bit down at the moment, so if she wants to stay in her room and do her homework, that's actually completely fine. So I'm just gonna let her do that. I'm also gonna have her practice presenting this presentation. Maybe after she finishes practicing, I'm gonna have her go and actually do the presentation, because she might actually make it in time for this class, because I want to have this out of the way. But I don't know, maybe practicing this presentation is also gonna have her practice for actually presenting her book today. So that's actually a really big deal. We have to practice that for a little bit. But oh my gosh, doesn't this look like Flora, but with like slightly different glasses and like darker hair? But this looks like Flora. That's so interesting. Is this maybe about her like family history? Or maybe that's not a good thing, not a good thing at all. She probably shouldn't be presenting that whatsoever, but like kind of interesting there, isn't it? But you know what, it's almost noon. I feel like maybe I'm gonna have her actually go and give the final presentation, just so we have time to actually make it to class in time later. I'm still not really seeing Valentino anywhere, so he probably went to classes and do his stuff anyway, so I guess that we'll just deal with him a little bit later. Oh, she's going to a different building for her final presentation. Interesting. Well, at least she's experiencing some other— oh my gosh, who is this? Not Chastity being the mascot for Foxbury. Chastity, look. Oh my gosh, I can't even show you. Yeah, that's Chastity. Oh my gosh, and she wants to go insult her. No. But look at this. This is just hilarious. She was just staring at me there. She knows that I'm making fun of her, but like, that's Chastity. That's hilarious. And she still wants to go and chat with her. Oh my gosh. Oh, I think that the presentation went well, but Chastity left. So, I mean, maybe that's a good thing, so we don't have to chat with her. But I did also notice that someone actually defaced this statue. I feel like maybe that was Chastity. Look at this. I just got Kai and Rosalia here. She's serenading him, I'm pretty sure. I mean, he left. He's obviously not interested, but I feel like Rosalia has a crush on Kai. He is very much a taken man. Stay away from him. But speaking of Kai, why is he here? Maybe he came over to say hello. I mean, he has quite a few friends here. He has both of these two and Rosalie, so I feel like we should probably go say hi to Kai. Oh my gosh, is he flirting? No! Wait a minute. Let me just ask Rosalia what's happening. Is she like into— oh my gosh, Harmony's here. Why is everyone visiting today? I do not have time for all of these people, but I feel like we have to say hi to Harmony at the very least. Maybe complain about your problems, because she did actually want to go cry in bed. She's feeling quite stressed out. Okay, we don't really have time to deal with Rosalia and Kai, but we have to investigate that later. She wants to go to class early, but I have to go and talk to Harmony at least for a second. Discuss latest books. Oh my gosh, you can actually invite her to a presentation, but she's just showing like, look, I have my book presentation today. It's gonna be here at this library, so if you want to come, you are totally invited. But she does have to go run to class now, so we have to just leave Harmony, unfortunately. Oh my god, I just got this call for a romance reality show. You have been selected for the 7 Wild Dates romance-based reality show. If you choose to participate, you will be tasked with having 7 consecutive perfect dates while hidden cameras record your every move. If you complete all dates perfectly, you'll be awarded with a grand prize. Warning, by signing up for this, you consent to being filmed for the next week. Kind of ironic for Rosalie's life because everything's being filmed, but I feel like I kind of want to try it. Although realistically, it's not going to happen because we're just way too busy. That would mean that we have to go on a date today as well, and we just can't do that. But maybe, you know what, maybe it's going to be helping them to like fix up their relationship and get rid of this strained dynamic. So if they really push hard and go on these perfect dates, maybe it's going to work and they also get something out of it. So maybe it's a good thing. Let's try it. So let's sign up. Maybe that's also a really good book promo, so I'm not going to complain about it. I guess that it kind of makes sense. But she's off to class, so let me just do the usual, actively listening and then taking notes. Oh, so she has this moodlet of like 0 out of 7 dates. It actually like keeps track. I didn't know. I haven't had this before, so that's kind of interesting. She finished her class, very obviously so. I think that Valentino is here somewhere in the mix, who's not looking very happy. You can see his sad face just like peering through there. But we kind of have to— let me see. She's feeling kind of okay. So I feel like it's time to actually organize the book presentation. I'm kind of nervous, not gonna lie. We're at the library and Valentino's father is preparing for the presentation, introducing everything, introducing the book, which is right here for everyone to see. And the turnout is pretty good. There's a lot of Rosalie's friends, so everyone is here to support them. And now Valentino has actually decided to come take the stand first and introduce himself and the book and Rosalie, everything what the book is about. So people are here, people are listening, they're interested. And Rosalie is really loving this idea that she can take a bit of extra few minutes to practice her little script, practice all the talking points while Valentino kind of eases into it. But the problem is that he's been talking for like a while now. He's just been talking and talking. Rosalie's getting a little bit stressed because she's running out of things to say. She's going through her bullet points. People are kind of like coming and going. They're kind of like, yeah, we get the point what the book is about. So it's almost like the presentation is basically already over and Rosalie hasn't even gone up to the stand yet. Maybe she should try to go and just put her words out there. Although Valentino is still talking, he just won't really let it go. He fully took over and now they're just kind of like both talking at the same time. It's becoming a bit of a mess. I feel like people are realizing that it's awkward. Valentino has finally backed off though, so Rosalie can kind of present, but he's just kind of like feeling a little bit unserious. He's just kind of like looking at her, not really thinking much of it, and people are kind of getting a little bit like over it. You can see that they're just kind of like not even sitting here anymore. Everyone's just kind of like walking around. They've heard everything about the book. They're kind of ready to just kind of hang out. So Rosalie is just still feeling kind of frustrated and it feels personal. She's hurt. The presentation didn't really go as well. People are trying to support them, but Valentina took over a little bit too much, which just made things a kind of uncomfortable. She doesn't really want to repeat everything that he said, so she's just gonna stop, say, yeah, the book is here if you want to like get it or something. I wrote it too, by the way. It was not just Valentino. And that's kind of it. Everyone's kind of not really taking it as seriously. They're already moving on to the bar area, so maybe we should just hire a mixologist and just buy everyone drinks, because I feel like most of her friends, although they are trying to be supportive, they're just here for the drinks. I mean, the room is still quite full and it's really nice to see everyone, but Rosalie is feeling quite frustrated and she's going to go find Valentino and confront him about what happened away from everyone to ask, like, what was that? Why did you do that? You literally took over the entire presentation. That is not okay, especially because Rosalie wrote like 80% of the book. Like, what was he thinking? That was not okay to do. Look at this. He's feeling so angry about this. Like, how dare Rosalie actually confront him about this? Can you get out of the way? Oh my god. But their romantic satisfaction even changed. It is now, actually, I don't know. Let's see. Well, he's still feeling satisfied, but probably less satisfied than before. Oh no, she keeps yelling at him. I feel like Rosalie's really upset. She's not really showing it as much. She's just feeling some tension and sadness. But Valentina is actually very angry and he finds this offensive. This is not my drama. It's not my fault completely. What does he mean by that? Is he still feeling so butthurt about her rejecting his move-in? It's like way too soon for that. Well, we still have all of these guests that we need to entertain, so let's order some drinks for everyone. Hopefully no one really noticed that things were going a little bit off there in the background, and hopefully that's not gonna hurt the book. But yeah, let's just get drinks for everyone, try to act like everything's normal. She's still in a good mood, this like really flirty mood. I guess that, you know, the book is like a romance book after all, so she's still in the right mood, but she is obviously feeling quite upset in the background. But you can't really tell too much. She's kind of good at hiding it, although I don't think that Valentino really is. He's just kind of staying away from everyone on his laptop, doesn't really even want to make an effort, not even trying to make this go well, especially for their book. He really should be trying super hard, but he's just not. While she's still trying to mingle and make everyone super happy and be glad that they are here, and hopefully that would mean that they're going to be supporting the book and supporting any other future works. She's really doing the most, as much as she can. Oh, I just checked, and remember when like a romantic satisfaction change popped up? I thought that that was for Valentino, but I actually checked and Rosalie's went down. It was satisfied before, or even very satisfied, and now it's just fine. She was really hurt by this, and he actually has a festering grudge against her, so I feel like he was really upset about this, and now things just keep escalating. Well, it is getting kind of late anyway, and she has classes tomorrow, I believe. She does have classes, not in the morning, but still, so I think I'll just send everyone home, thank them for coming to this presentation, and hopefully they're not realizing that it actually went really wrong. Well, they just both returned to the dorm, and a lot of people are surrounding them. I feel like a lot of people are congratulating them. everyone who couldn't make it to the presentation maybe, so we still have to kind of keep calm, but Valentino just kind of stomped off. Well, I think I'm just gonna send Rosalie to sleep. She is feeling a little bit hungry and a lot of people probably want to chat with her, but maybe it's for the best for her and Valentino to not be like around other people so they don't have like a meltdown accidentally in front of others. It's the next morning. Let's maybe get her to wake up, get ready for classes. She's still feeling pretty good about the book presentation, although it didn't really go that well, but at least it's exciting that she has a book completely finished, mostly by herself, although Valentino did try to take credits. One thing that I'd say is a very good thing is that the book is actually in her possession, it's in her inventory, and it's not published yet. So until Valentino potentially apologizes and makes this right somehow, Rosalie is out of spite not actually going to publish the book, which is hurting her because she's not going to be earning royalties, but she doesn't really want to share them when Valentino is acting kind of strange like this. So we're not actually going to be publishing the book until we get this sorted. Oh wow, this is strange. I sent her to do homework and she went to Rosalia's room, out of all people's. It's so strange to see her in such a girly pink room, but no, this actually did remind me that we need to investigate what's happening with Rosalia and Kai, because that was just really weird and really wrong. So let me maybe try to find Rosalia somewhere if I can, because we really need to see what's happening. I don't think that Kai would ever cheat, but she probably is hitting on him. Okay, there she is. So we should probably try to ask. Oh, and she's actually in a relationship with Trey as well, so double weird thing going on. So let's ask, what does she think about Kai? We should probably also mention Lola to her, but no, let's see what is she gonna say about Kai. So what are you gonna be saying, Rosalia? You better have a good reason for what you were doing yesterday with Kai. Hopefully she's not gonna say like, oh, I'm in love with him or something. No, he's just cool. One cool sim, you like him. Don't like him too much though. Maybe we should try to like talk you up to his wife so you kind of become friends with her and realize he is married, so stay away. Lola is a nice person. But anyway, Rosalie, you still have quite a few hours until classes, and she kind of did pretty much everything that she needs to do, so I'm thinking let's go to the dorm library and let's just kind of see what we can do. We can actually work on our little coursework here, term paper, edit it maybe, but we do actually also have a lot of things that we could research here, because she did kind of dabble into researching into sexualities when she was first kind of learning about romance and setting people up in high school, so she did a bit of research of this. So I'm kind of thinking to distract herself from what's happening with Valentino, maybe she actually wants to dive into a new book already, because that's gonna keep her mind off things, and she's still obviously very much so in that mood and she wants to read something. She could also write something, so why don't we do a bit of research and actually have her research all of these things. So romantic and sexual, gender orientation, asexual, aromantic spectrums, and gender identities, because I feel like knowing all of these things would be really important, and maybe it could be like a basis for her next book. Oh, Ibrahim is calling. Remember the guy that went to school with her? He called yesterday. He actually did have a good date with the person that he asked about, so that's good. Congrats. But she's doing a bit of research. Her class starts in about 1 hour though, so she does have to hurry up. But with all this researching, I'm kind of thinking we maybe need to look into Rosalie's orientation and identity, might as well, because she hasn't really thought about it much ever since she was a teenager, and she's basically halfway through her young adult years. Maybe it will kind of make sense to ponder both of these things. So maybe she's just been kind of inspired by this research and kind of thought about things and realized that she's not really fully sure where she's at, because she did realize that she was bisexual when she first started high school, but maybe those feelings kind of changed a little bit. Maybe they broadened, maybe they narrowed, and she never really even considered her gender identity. So I'm kind of feeling let's go for fate for both and see where we land. So Rosalie has pondered and reached some new conclusions, so let's see what they are. Oh, immediately I'm noticing a change. She is now pan-romantic. Rosalie can experience romantic attraction to sims regardless of their gender identity or presentation, and she is also, oh well, I was gonna talk about this, but oh wait a minute, this is actually really big. Rosalie does not identify with the gender assigned to her at birth. Transgender. Whoa, you just kind of hit me with a really big thing here. Pretending gender identity, pretending orientation. I don't even know how to really like react to this right now, because I'm just taking like a minute to process it. I don't really know what like the first steps of it should even be. How should I approach this? I actually genuinely don't know. I haven't planned this, so I'm just kind of like a little bit confused. But we actually have like stuff that we could do here as well if we decide to go in this direction. I'm just like I don't know what to do now, because it kind of happened out of nowhere, didn't it? Well, I think I'm just gonna stop here then, because I don't really know. I would like to hear your feedback on this, because I don't really know what to do. Like, what should the first steps be? How do we approach this entire situation. I'm not really sure. I'm fully open for it though, don't get me wrong. I'm just like a bit confused because I didn't really expect this, because I was gonna go in a bit of a different direction. But this could be quite intriguing. So yeah, I guess apparently Rosalie is trans and we need to figure out how to get stuff in motion. So definitely give me your feedback. What's like the first thing that we should do? I'm also gonna do my own research, so we kind of have things figured out by the next episode. And if you want to see how things go in the next episode, definitely click right here for the next one. And if the next episode is not out yet, here's something to watch while you wait. See you there.